Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Ty Gamer here, and welcome back finally to another episode of Let's Talk Gaming. I've been meaning to get a lot more of these out, especially over the last month of my absence, especially on this series. If you haven't known what I've been doing, please go check out the Game Cave show. I've been up there pretty much every week except for this past Monday because of some technical difficulties. But in reality, especially here for us gamers, we are here to talk about scary video games, horror games as we call them. We've got your Outlast, you've got your Resident Evil, you got your Silent Hill 2 remakes, and all the other Silent Hill news that dropped about a week and a half ago. But today we're talking about something just a little simpler that still manages to pack quite a punch. Not only are we talking about something new and exciting, but we're in a brand new space on a brand new set. Obviously, you'll have to let me know down in the comments below what you think of it. But we got the whole set here. I might be playing around with the camera and like positioning and things of that nature going forward, but for now, this is where we're going to be filming these episodes and hopefully maintaining that bi-weekly release schedule that we had before I was gone for about 4 weeks. But I've talked your ear off enough, and you're more than welcome to take the rest of the set in over the course of this video. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Roll the intro. It's good to finally be back in the swing of things as far as filming for Let's Talk Gaming is concerned, not to mention all the fun I get to have solving various problems and roadblocks I've recently run into while trying to get more episodes out of my new space. And with a new space comes new challenges. And in kind of a fun little segue, Playdead's inside is full of challenges that may leave players scratching their heads for hours to come. Okay, maybe not hours, but some of these puzzles definitely get your gears turning. Now, if you don't know Playdead and their work, there's definitely a chance you know their hit title Limbo, which features a young boy navigating through a monochrome world trying to survive encounters with traps, monsters, and a giant-ass spider. And while the game itself is a lot more in-depth than that little summary I gave you, I still urge you to play through it for yourself instead of letting me spoil that experience for you here. But let's go back to Inside. The team at Playdead took what they learned from Limbo and fleshed it out here. Remnants from their past projects culminating here like a pool of outstanding ideas that spiral into something that is nearly perfect in execution. Much like Limbo, you will play as a boy traversing an unknown landscape in hopes to uncover the truth as to why you are there in the first place. And the game is not afraid to show you that it means business almost straight from the get-go. Because as players explore this new landscape and this new environment, they'll soon realize that there's something a lot more sinister going on. Men in white masks and black attire patrol through the woods with dogs as if they're looking for you. Have you escaped? Do you know something that they don't want the world to know? These are only a couple examples of questions that I personally had within the first 10 minutes of gameplay, and several times after, of course. But the point I'm trying to make here is that nearly 10 minutes in, I was already hooked, already trying to really dig into the bread and butter of what this game is and why it is. And what it is. And with an eerie atmosphere and setting filled with tension so thick you could cut it with a knife, Playdead is able to tell an amazing story without any character needing to utter a single word of dialogue. Not to mention, it's extremely accessible to newer gamers as well. There are only 3 buttons on the controller that allow you to do everything from jumping or climbing, as well as grabbing and pulling objects in multiple directions. And while the control scheme may seem simple, don't let it fool you. The devs have littered this game with puzzles and challenges that will really put your use of them to the test, asking you to double back and or progress further through areas in order to find new tools to overcome obstacles along the way. And in the world of Inside, there are plenty of them. You see, the story of Inside takes place in an almost dystopia-esque universe where humans are being herded like cattle. Not to mention that there appears to be a certain parasite that is draining the life force out of every other living creature. And the game truly does get a lot crazier as you go through. While it never really tells you what exactly is going on at any time or what creatures or characters really are, it allows a lot of creative freedom for the player to get to decide what these things are and what they mean in the context of the world that Playdead has given them. And because of this, it's accessible to just about everyone, allowing players from around the globe to try and pick up the pieces and decide what's going on for themselves. There are literal subreddit discussions going hundreds of posts long that theorize what everything could mean. But as of the making of this video, I have no definitive answer to give you. Guess you'll just have to play the game for yourself to see what I mean. But if I haven't managed to sell you yet, or given you a good enough reason to try this one out for yourself, I'm about to. They have cute baby chicks in the game. They have cute baby chicks in the game. In all seriousness though, there are collectibles scattered throughout the game that are hidden so well not even I have found them all yet. And on top of that, actually finding them gives you even more exposure to the world of Inside. Hell, I found a lot of them, especially at random, just while trying to progress through the story. It's honestly like finding a piece of locked away gameplay that's only accessible to those who really look for it, which adds a whole other layer to the already glorious title that is Inside. Nothing is narrated, there are no waypoints, and best of all, no hints. Playing through this game is like a breath of fresh air, especially since we have so many massive games coming out lately that getting to finish all of them is starting to seem like an impossible task. Inside somehow finds a way to bring you back to a time where video games moved only left to right and told a simple yet effective narrative in the process. And while this title is more modern than, say, Super Mario Bros., it still finds a way to keep players engaged without being too simplistic in its execution. And in doing so allows players to feel a little crafty this Halloween season, while not necessarily have to worry about running to their nearest convenience store to get the biggest pack of adult diapers they can find. But don't get me wrong, if a horror game is what you're looking for, Inside is full of moments that will make your skin absolutely crawl. And if you're wearing a heart rate monitor, it might just peak. But now, let's get to the verdict. Inside is a fantastic take on the puzzle platformer genre, taking players through a dystopian setting and allowing them to decipher the meaning of this newfound world for themselves. Its simplistic stylized graphics and increasingly difficult puzzles to solve make for an amazing pair, keeping players hooked until the very end. And the title is wildly accessible to almost anyone, allowing for more players to take the first step on their journey through Inside's narrative goldmine. Not to mention adding loads of replayability in the form of hidden rooms and collectibles scattered around the in-game environment. Which is why I'm giving Inside a gold rating. If you too have managed to elude this title for years, now is the perfect time to jump in. And if you're a PlayStation Plus, Extra, or Premium member, you can play it now at no additional cost. So do yourself a favor and get this inside your library or disc tray. You won't regret it. Hey guys! Thanks so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, obviously, please click that like button. It really does help me send it out through the YouTube algorithm to everybody else in the YouTube sphere, so they too can come and enjoy the awesome stuff we make here on the Ty Gamer channel. It's Halloween season, so please, I'm curious as hell. What are you playing this Halloween? Are you playing anything scary? Are you really excited for the new Silent Hill game coming out? Are you playing Inside after this video recommendation review thing? Let me know down in the comments below. And obviously, the very best way you can support this channel is by hitting that subscribe button and ringing and dinging that notification bell to be notified for whenever I upload a brand new video. Not to mention, if you're thirsty for more content from me, go ahead and click on this side of your screen to go and watch even more Let's Talk Gaming videos, and on this side for another randomly selected video or playlist for you to enjoy. Without further ado, folks, that's gonna have to do it for me. Happy Halloween season to you all. Hopefully we can get a lot more of these videos out. It's good to be back, and I can't wait to see you in another couple of weeks for another episode of Let's Talk Gaming. Bye, everybody.